What's up, everybody? Just let me turn this game off. Mets versus Dodgers, game 1. And the Mets are winning 3-0. Bottom of the 7th inning, game 1. National League Divisional Series. Let me turn this off. Okay, this video is about TNA Wrestling and their current television deals, or their current and future television deals, and I'll just be talking about some rumors about TNA Wrestling and if they are really going to be on a new television cable network, because after Destination America basically kicks them off in January, they're going to need to get a new TV deal and get on television basically to survive. They have to get on television in the United States. I know they got overseas TV deals in London and UK, in India, and probably some other places. But they need a television deal in the United States of America if they want to be a successful wrestling company, and they're not really ever going to be a success until they make a profit. And they haven't made any profit, and they've been in business for like 13 years. I don't see them in the future making any profit, because their house shows, they don't make any money off that because they only have under 500 people show up. So this video is just about a couple rumors about TNA in their future after they get off of Destination America, the current network that they're on. In Destination America, not that many people get it. It's like an extra channel. If you got cable or satellite TV, I believe it's an extra channel. You got to pay a little bit extra to get Destination America and some other sports channels they give you with Destination America. I do have it. I've had it for about 2 years, Destination America, and I didn't even know I had it because I never watched it before TNA got on it. But that's a different story. Who really cares? Okay, about TNA and Destination America now. They got on Destination America, signed a new TV deal after leaving Spike TV, and I believe it was January 4th or January 7th, sometime in early January this year. TNA has been on Destination America. Their first show was live on Destination America, where the Awesome Kong came back to TNA as a surprise, and I think someone else came back also, but I can't remember who. Anyways, TNA on Destination America, the relationship, I believe it was a 2 or 3 year contract, but at the end of each year, or coming up on the end of the year, at any time, or after September, I believe, Destination America could decide to basically get rid of TNA and opt out of the contract with TNA. They have the overall final decision to get out of the contract with TNA if they want. And obviously they want to, because TNA will not be back on Destination America in 2016. They will be gone. So the relationship with TNA and Destination America has not been good. It's not been good at all. TNA did not even last 1 full year yet on Destination America, and things are not looking good. As I said, I've read, and I think this is pretty much true, that TNA will be off of Destination America by January. So they just got TV. They just got their TV deal left until the end of this year. Then they'll be off TV until they sign with a new network. So the relationship Basically, Destination America was really unhappy with TNA because they could not, I guess they couldn't get advertisers to run their commercials during TNA because no advertisers wanted to promote their product during a TNA wrestling show, because a lot of advertisers, for some reason, they look down on pro wrestling. So Destination America could not get any big advertisers to advertise during TNA when they run commercials. They basically could not make any money off the advertisers because they didn't, I guess this is how it works. I'm not really sure. I'm just guessing that the advertisers did not want to pay Destination America a dime during a wrestling show because they look down on pro wrestling. A lot of people look down on it, and that is wrong and stupid, because pro wrestling does make money. It makes a lot of money if it's run the right way. The fan base, the pro wrestling fan base, is the most loyal, hardcore fans in the world, I believe. They are loyal as hell. They keep watching and watching when some of the shows sometimes are shit. Anyways, so pro wrestling, in my opinion, it can make money, and advertisers, obviously advertisers with WWE like Mountain Dew and other companies that advertise and run commercials during WWE Raw and whatever, any other WWE SmackDown or Raw shows, they advertise, and I'm sure they make money off of WWE. And WWE probably makes some money off of the advertisers paying the network they're on. But I don't know if WWE gets the money from the advertisers or if it goes to the TV networks. I don't know. Anyways, Destination America could not find any advertisers to put on their ads during TNA wrestling shows on Destination America, so that's why they're unhappy. That's why they're getting rid of TNA, basically, because Destination America knows and thinks that they're never going to make a dime off TNA in their show. Yeah, TNA gets close to 1 million viewers a week, maybe sometimes less, maybe 500,000 viewers or a little more. It goes up and down every week, whatever. Destination America doesn't really care that TNA could get 1 million viewers every week. They don't really care if no advertisers are willing to advertise during TNA, so I think that is the main issue why Destination America wants to get rid of TNA and just drop them. And I don't know, I haven't heard any news about Ring of Honor, if they will still be on Destination America in 2016. I don't know that. Ring of Honor has a syndicated television show that runs on a lot of networks, on regular television, on My Network TV, and the CW. Ring of Honor runs on the CW and My Network TV in a lot of states on the weekends, usually during nighttime. On the weekends, 8 or 9 o'clock, or Saturday afternoons, or Sunday nights. Ring of Honor runs here 3 times before it's on Destination America. It runs 3 times on regular TV here before Wednesday when it runs on Destination America. So, Ring of Honor, if they lose Destination America, that will hurt them a little bit, but not really that much, because they still have their syndication TV deal, where they're going to be shown every week on television no matter what. And the show on Destination America for Ring of Honor is just a replay of their syndication 1-hour show. It's not a new show. When they went to Destination America, I wish Ring of Honor and Destination America created new shows for Ring of Honor that were 2 hours long. But they didn't do that. They just took the replay from the weekend show. and put it on Wednesdays after TNA. Anyways, I'm not talking about Ring of Honor here. I'm just saying they signed a 22 or 23 week contract with Destination America, so I guess at the end of the year Ring of Honor will also be off Destination America unless some news comes out about Ring of Honor coming back to Destination America. And a lot of people think when TNA leaves Destination America that somehow Destination America is going to sign Jeff Jarrett in Global Force Wrestling to a contract. I doubt that. I really doubt that because Global Force Wrestling has less talent than TNA does. I mean, they only got probably 10 to 15 people under contract. So I doubt Global Force Wrestling starts on Destination America when TNA leaves. And I doubt that Spike TV signs Global Force Wrestling or Ring of Honor. I doubt Spike will. Spike TV, I doubt, wants to get back into the wrestling business and put a wrestling show on their network. But maybe Spike TV will in the future, and maybe in 2 or 3 years they'll try to get WWE back or something, or try to sign Ring of Honor. I think it'd be pretty entertaining if Spike TV did get back in wrestling and putting wrestling on Spike TV, if they had brought Ring of Honor in and put Ring of Honor on Monday nights against Raw, have Ring of Honor be a 2-hour live show against Monday Night Raw. I think that'd be interesting and pretty entertaining to watch. But I doubt that happens either. And even if Ring of Honor did go on Monday nights on Spike against Raw, they would get destroyed and probably lose every single week by over 2 million viewers. Because I don't see any wrestling company in the next 5 years, or 10, maybe 10, but in the next 5 years I see no wrestling company competing and going head to head with the WWE at the same time on television. I doubt it. I don't see it happening. And if it does happen, WWE will kill them, because you can't stop WWE. They're too big, and they're just too big of a company, and they've been around for over 30 years, so they got a great fan base. Now back to TNA. As I said, they'll be off Destination America in January, unless I doubt TNA starts talking to Destination America about a contract extension, because Destination America does not want TNA. So why the fuck, TNA, why the fuck would you stay on a network that doesn't want you? Just like TNN in the year 2000, they didn't want ECW. They used ECW just to get WWF Raw and to get WWF programming at the time. They used ECW and Paul Heyman to see if TNN just wanted to see if wrestling would work and give them ratings on their network. And ECW did give them pretty good ratings. On Friday nights, ECW get 1.5 million people watching a lot, 1.2 million. If you don't know what I mean by 1.5 million means 1,500,000 people watching. So ECW did give them ratings, so then Spike TV thought, let's get WWF because we'll get bigger ratings if we get them, and they did get all their programming when WWF left USA Network in the year 2000. And WWF Raw, Sunday Night Heat went on MTV, which that was weird as hell. Watching Sunday Night Heat on MTV. We all know MTV isn't music television anymore. It's become basically a god-awful reality show. The Teen Mom Network. That's what MTV is. Except for the only shows that are really decent and good on MTV are Ridiculousness, Finding Carter, and the Scream TV series. That's the only shows I watch on MTV. The rest are pretty shitty and pretty god-awful and boring as hell. So, Sunday Night Heat went on MTV, Raw went on TNN, and WWF had a Saturday night show on TNN, Velocity, and WWF Confidential. And SmackDown at the time was still on UPN, I believe. And then after Raw left TNN to go back to USA Network in 2005 in October, then they signed TNA, I believe, in 2006 or late 2005 to a contract. Now, for the rumors, where will TNA end up? On what new network, what cable network will they end up on? I only really am going to just guess here and say the network they were talking to before they went to Destination America, maybe they'll sign with them. And I think this network has more viewers than Destination America, or more people get this network and this channel than people that get Destination America. I believe Destination America only is in 60 million homes. In the past, TNA was on Spike TV, and Spike TV is available in 90 million homes. So they went down 30 million people from seeing TNA. Not that that matters, because the 90 million people that had Spike were not watching TNA anyways. Every week it'd get 1 million viewers and that's it. Or it'd go down and go under 1 million. A little. So I'm going to just guess here and say TNA, I heard from the rumors online that I read, TNA is talking to 4 other networks about getting their show so they can have a television, because wrestling, if you're a company and if you're a big wrestling company like TNA, they're not very big, but they're a known brand. They've been around for over 12 years, so TNA is known by a lot of wrestling fans and a lot of people probably. So, and of course, TNA is not known by more people than the WWE is, because WWE is known by everybody. And if you probably would tell someone on the streets, I'm a wrestler, and then they'd probably ask you, oh, you work for WWE? Do you work for WWE? And then if you work for TNA, all the people that work for TNA probably got to say no, and that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, I'd be embarrassed, but whatever. You would have to say, no, I don't work for WWE, I work for TNA Wrestling. And then the person back to you would say, TNA Wrestling, what the hell's that? Because a lot of people don't know it and aren't aware of it. A lot of people, probably non-wrestling fans, are just aware of WWE because they've been around so long. So, 4 TV networks, they're supposedly talking to get on their network. And I don't know if all 4 networks are cable networks. I'm pretty sure they would be, because there's so many goddamn cable channels on satellite and cable. There's so many channels to choose from. There's probably like 500 channels or more where you could get your show on there. One of the networks, I'm pretty sure, is WGN. I don't know if they still call themselves WGN America. I don't know. I don't watch WGN. I know WWE had Superstars when they brought Superstars back. I think it was 2010 or 2009 when they brought back WWF Superstars. Maybe it was 2008. I don't remember. But when they brought Superstars back, they actually put it on WGN and signed a deal with WGN, and Superstars was on there for probably a couple months, and then it was maybe 1 year, and then Superstars was off of WGN, and WWE didn't re-sign with them, probably because they knew they could have still put Superstars on and They had overseas TV deals to show superstars, and eventually the WWE network, they knew, would show and put superstars on the network. So you don't need a TV deal. Really, when WWE has their own network, they don't even really need Raw on USA Network or SmackDown on Sci-Fi. If they want more subscribers, they could get out of their TV contract probably and put Raw and SmackDown exclusively on the network, and it'd probably get more subscribers to the network because they'd want to watch Raw every Monday. Or at least if they didn't like Raw, then I guess they could watch SmackDown if they watched SmackDown. So WGN did have wrestling on it in the past, a long time ago, a couple years ago, when they had WWE Superstars. So I think TNA could be talking to WGN and sign a deal with WGN. I think that'd be good for TNA. Hopefully the new network, if they sign with one, hopefully they do, because I don't want all those wrestlers and knockouts to be out of work. I do not want that. And I also do not wish TNA to go out of business. I don't wish that on anybody or the wrestlers to be out of work, or all the people that work backstage and bust their ass, the TV production people, the people that set up the ring, and all that. I don't want them to be out of work. I still think TNA wrestling in business is good for the wrestling business. If they go away, it will be sad and pretty depressing, but I'm sure a lot of people will also probably be happy because they're sick in the head. I mean, people dislike Dixie Carter so much, and I agree she is pretty stupid and she doesn't know how to run a wrestling company. I know for damn sure I could run TNA better than Dixie is, but she doesn't have a clue how to run the company. It's obvious because they haven't made a profit. And whoever she hires to put in power, a head of creative team, they don't last. And people come in and out and leave and come back and leave. Whatever. Dixie Carter does not, she's not a businesswoman. I don't think, and she's definitely not smart to wrestling. She doesn't know what the hell, how to run a wrestling company, in my opinion. I don't think, she did not watch it her whole life. So, and she was not a hardcore fan, so how the hell is she going to really know how to run a wrestling company? She doesn't. When Jeff Jarrett was in power with her, I'm sure he knew way 100 times more than what she knew how to run it. Anyways, I don't want TNA to be off TV forever, because that will be bad and they'll just go out of business. And I don't want them to go out of business because I'm a wrestling fan. Been a wrestling fan for probably over 28 years. I'm 31 years old, so I've been a wrestling fan since I was 3. So whatever that is, 28 years, 29 years, I've been a wrestling fan. And I'm pretty sure I'll be a wrestling fan till the day I die. Anyways, WGN, I think, would be a good network for TNA to get on. But who knows if they will sign with WGN, or if WGN is even talking to them and wants them. Another network, I don't know if they're negotiating or talking to this other network, but there's 4, so 4 networks they're talking to get on TV in 2016. I think WGN is one. The second one is, I think, it would be good for TNA, but I don't think this network would want pro wrestling really, is Fox Sports 1. FS1. If you got cable and satellite, you know what I'm talking about. Fox Sports 1. They're a pretty good network, pretty good sports network. They could, they're trying to compete with ESPN, but whatever. ESPN's way bigger and has been around longer, so they're still number 1, but I enjoy Fox Sports 1. They got UFC on there. Spike TV used to have UFC. Now Fox Sports 1 does. So when Spike TV had UFC, they also had TNA Wrestling at the same time. So I would like to see, I think it'd be good if TNA got on Fox Sports 1. I think that'd be good. Put them on, I don't know, Friday nights or something. Or put them on Wednesday nights or Friday nights. Or maybe even Sunday nights. I don't know what, or Saturday afternoons put them on. If you put them on, it doesn't really matter what time. Fans of TNA will watch. And Fox Sports 1, I believe, is available in way more households than Destination America is. So I think Fox Sports 1 and TNA, I think that'd be a good deal for TNA to go there, if Fox Sports 1 wants them. I think Fox Sports 1 and TNA would be a great fit. It'd be a better fit, in my opinion, than WGN for TNA. And the third network and fourth network, I don't have a clue who they could be. Maybe the third or fourth network they're talking to, maybe it's Spike TV, because TNA and the people that work there do have a relationship in a past with Spike TV, so maybe TNA would go back to Spike, but I doubt it. Spike TV is a long shot, real long shot for TNA to end up back there in 2016 on Spike. So I doubt they go back to Spike. They'd probably have a better chance going to WGN and Fox Sports Net. I mean, not Fox Sports Net, Fox Sports 1. They used to be on Fox Sports Net a long time ago. And their first ever TV deal in 2004 for TNA was Fox Sports Net. I believe it was on in my area at 4 p.m. on Fridays. Really bad time slot. Not many people watched, I'm pretty sure, but I actually did watch. And the shows were not very good. But they had some great talent on them, like AJ, Jeff Hardy, and the Naturals, Bobby Roode, Team Canada. So a lot of talent was on the Fox Sports Net show back in the day, over 11 years ago. Okay, Spike, WGN, Fox Sports 1, fourth network, TNA could end up on, I think, and I can't really think because I don't have a clue who the fourth network could be. Maybe ESPN, put them on ESPN2 late at night, or I don't know, but I doubt ESPN wants wrestling. They haven't wanted any wrestling since they had the AWA in the late 80s. In ESPN, the people in power now at ESPN, I think they look down on wrestling. And they all think it's a joke. And they would never want it on their network. But ESPN did cover WWE SummerSlam, but I only think they did that because the coach works there, and the coach probably kept talking his boss into covering SummerSlam. Let me do it. He probably was begging his boss, let me cover SummerSlam, because it was so big in Brooklyn. You had 3 nights in a row, 3 sellouts in a row for WWE, so that's probably why ESPN covered SummerSlam, just because it was a big event of 3 sold-out shows, 3 nights in a row. And Coach, Jonathan Coachman, I'm talking about when I said coach. The coach probably talked his ESPN boss into covering SummerSlam, and his boss listened and agreed. So that's why they covered SummerSlam. And possibly, probably, ESPN will probably cover WrestleMania 32 also, because they'll probably have a record-breaking crowd in attendance in Dallas. I think it's in Dallas. At least the Cowboys Stadium, I think, is in Dallas. I was almost going to say somewhere else in Dallas, but I think it's called AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, whatever. I think it is in Dallas. So ESPN will probably cover it because it's WrestleMania, and they'll probably set a record, as I said, in attendance that night. So I guess I'll just say ESPN2, TNA, maybe long shot, could go to ESPN or Spike. That's a long shot. I think TNA will end up on WGN. If you people don't know what WGN is, look it up on your cable or satellite. Look for WGN and you'll find it. On satellite, I got DirecTV. On DirecTV, WGN is 300 something, around 306, or around ABC Family. It's around the 300s. Then you'll find WGN if you got DirecTV like I do. On cable, I don't know what number WGN is because I don't have cable anymore. Anyways, this video was my TNA wrestling rumors on what new network, on where they will sign. What the hell did I write down? TNA wrestling rumors on what new cable network will they sign with. And that's like a question mark because nobody really knows. All I know is TNA is talking to 4 other networks. Hopefully one of them's WGN and Fox Sports 1. Because I'd like to see TNA end up on one of those 2 networks. On either WGN or Fox Sports 1. Hope I didn't babble on too long. Hope you enjoyed the video on my thoughts on TNA wrestling and the rumors of them signing a new TV deal. And they're negotiating with 4 other networks. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good weekend. Bye for now.